afternoon, everyone. This is Morgan Guiney from the New England QIN-QIO, and I wanted to thank you all for joining us for today's interactive webinar on the 30-day tracking tool. I have a few housekeeping things to talk about before we get started. This call will be recorded for training purposes. The recording will be available on the New England, what is it called? QIN-QIO website. A few days after the webinar. The phone lines have been muted for the duration of the presentation. We will give you instructions on how to unmute your line at the end. So without further ado, I will pass it over to Carol Deep so we can get started.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a wonderful day to have our second webinar session on the Interact program for nursing homes. As Morgan mentioned, my name is Carol Dietz, and I am one of the trainers for you this afternoon, along with Florence Johnson and Sheila Eckenrode. Today we're going to be exploring the Safely Reduced Hospitalization Tracking Tool, which is located on the Advancing Excellence website. This tool is the same tool that is located on the Interact website, but this tool will provide you with more technical assistance for helping you with working the tool. It is more user-friendly, and it would also provide you with more graphic reports. Florence will review each of these attributes in more detail during her presentation today. So next slide, please. So these are today's session's objectives. Obviously, you're all welcome to be here, and we're excited that we're getting this underway. You will also have a better understanding of the Advancing Excellence Safely Reduced Hospitalization Tracking Tool. You will be able to download and save the tracking tool to your computer. You will be able to input the required data into the tracking tool. You will also be able to describe the technical support resources that are available for you from the Advancing Excellence website. You will also have an understanding how to use the readmission data that can be retrieved from the data that you are inputting on a daily basis for quality improvement initiatives. And finally, the last 15 minutes of our hour together is going to be a state-specific group discussion. So we can continue on with specific work for each of the states, but we're going to be giving you those exact phone numbers at the end of our training session today. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, this is a regional training session that we are providing for you, but I just want to call out to our sister states who is leading the charge in the specific states. So in Connecticut, it's Florence, Sheila, and myself. In Rhode Island, it's Kathleen Calandra and Neela Odom. In New Hampshire, it's Joyce Johnson. In Vermont is Liz Kepner and Gail Harbour. And Massachusetts is Lynn Chase. Just wanted to give out a shout-out to our sister states. Now I would like to turn the program over to Florence Johnson, our Certified Master Trainer of Interact. Florence, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Carol, for giving some background information on the tool that we will be using. I know this is an Interact program. However, we have chosen to have you use the Advancing Excellence Tracking Tool. It's the exact same tool as what's on the Interact website, but as Carol said, this one is easier to download. It's more user-friendly. You have a direct link to the help desk. And the data that you will receive from this particular tool is more enriched. So I have a polling question. You guys will learn to kind of deal with me and my polling questions. I love polling questions. Please answer, have you downloaded the tracking tool, either through this program or in the past? We'll give you a few seconds. In a few more seconds.
There it is.
Okay, awesome. So about 45%, 40 out of 98 people have downloaded it. Okay, that's great. So those of you who have not, you can reach out to me. I will walk you through the process on how to download it. It's a very simple process. But I want to make sure if you have downloaded this tool as a result of doing this training today, please make sure you save the tool onto your computer before you attempt to work on it. And I will suggest that you save the tool onto a shared drive that multiple people have access to. If by chance your facility does not have access to shared drive, save it on your desktop, but make sure that someone else has access to that in case the person that's working on it happens to not be in on a particular day. All right. So many of you have seen this graphic because it was part of your pre-work. And I'm actually going to take the time now to bring you onto the website, and we will physically walk through this. Actually, I will not do that. I will not be doing that. I will talk you through. So you should have gone to the Advancing Excellence website and clicked on Goals, and you will see the hospitalization trigger there. And you want to click on the Identify Baseline, and that will bring you to the tracking tool. And